Well, what do you think that is? Comments on a postcard, I suppose. It's literally just finished as I walked in the door. Just under 2 hours. So that's how long we've been out shopping and having our coffee. I've got to wait for it to cool down before I can get it off there. It's actually because I want to have different hooks here. These little things are all right, but things tend to pop off them. So I've taken one off and taken some measurements, and that's what we've just printed. And if it's any good, then I'll do 3 more of them. On the subject of strength, that is the reason it's laying on its side, because we want the layers to go that way rather than across it, because if they go across it, it'll just snap straight away. But with the layers going that way, longitudinally, I suppose we could call it, that should be the strength direction. Right, we can have a closer look at it now. So that's the one that I've taken off. You see it's got 2 little pointy bits on the back to help align it, so it doesn't, so it stays in place when you do the bolt up from the back. These are actually metal, and comes from IKEA. I did have a quick look in Wilko just now to see what sort of price a little coat hook rack like this would be. So I'll add that video in as well, just so you can get a comparison. Because people seem to forget that printing stuff with PLA or anything else, it's not free, you still pay for it. And you add in the time you take designing it and that sort of thing. It isn't always a cheaper option to 3D print things. It's just interesting to do it. That's what I do it for. I like the challenge of trying to design something and then print it and then see if it works.
Together for Communities program and help us continue to work together for our communities.
The sale is now on with great offers in store, like up to half price on Slumber Down haircuts, pillows and pillows.
So here's my 3D printed hook. I put 2 little pointy bits on the back to align it again. I need to get off this support layer. I'll do that, and then we'll give it a little try. Right, that's cleaned it up. That's the rough side. I could polish that, but we won't worry about that just yet. Let's see if we can fit it on there. Well, that's it up in place. I was a little bit too generous with the hole in the middle, the threaded, or at least it's not threaded, but when you put the bolt through it, it threads itself. That I've made it a little bit too big and it's not tight enough. So I've over tightened it and we've actually got a bit of slack in there now. I could put some glue on it, that would hold it, but I'll modify the design, make that hole a little bit smaller for the next 3. I would have been happier if it wasn't bright red filament, but we'll have to live with that. That's what I've got in the printer at the moment. I do have some white PETG filament to try at some time, but that's red PLA. Well, there we are, the finished article. 4 coat hooks. So we can do that. We can do that. Looks fine. Does that one actually have a proper hook? No, it doesn't. There we are. That's one with a normal loop. Yeah. So they shouldn't fall off so easily. I didn't want to make them too big because that will put extra strain on the 2 screws going into the wall. So that's why they're that size. Yeah. That was fun. Bearing in mind each one of those took about 2 hours to print. That's 8 hours of printing time there. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.